This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Really deep into the corners now.
Single file out of turn number 8. Speeds here over 180 miles an hour. Another car off the course to 0-1. That's Curtis Davis. And the caution flag waving here at the start-finish line because Davis has had some contact with those concrete mosaics on the wall up there between turns 7 and 8.
We saw a couple days ago when some of the drivers actually crashed on the entry of turn 7. They hit those mosaics, and when you hit them, it's like a cheese grater. I mean, it just tears the car all to pieces. Right? You see, he gets in the corner just real deep. He locks up the front wheels and bam, right into the wall. And I see a lot of oil behind the car, so looks like he had more problems than maybe just locking up the brakes.
These guys, there's a 25 car. Boris said again off the course. And, of course, Boris, one of the accomplished road racers, and got to be having some issues inside that car.
And the brakes are so touchy. Getting into the corner here, again, you just don't see a guy like Boris off the course a lot. So whatever's happening might be happening inconsistently. When we got on the brakes on the straightaway, we saw that thing make a hard left. Cars just don't do that.
No, they don't. Let's see. This is a down into turn 1, real deep in the corner. Oh, they just flat right out of the room. It looks like Patrick Carpentier got into him a little bit. Couldn't get out of the throttle, and Boris goes around. But
so it wasn't brakes, it was bumpers that caused that. Yeah. Well, I think he took that ribbing a little serious.
Tell you what, his crew chief, Dave Rogers, has been incredible with this number 20. Oh, David Rudiman's in it again. The 09 car, Kevin O'Donnell.
Couple of cars, and remember, normally on a road course you have local yellows, but now you hear from they're going to put the caution out all around here. Kevin O'Connell's car has stalled and will not refire apparently, so they're going to have to slow him down and pull out the pace car. There's a damage on the 99 of Rudiman.
Well, that's definitely going to hurt him right there. I mean, that nose is really bent up. I'd take the whole entire time, try to get that press down, Ray, because, wow, got in there deep. Look at that. It just makes you wonder if something went wrong with David's car. Just couldn't get it slowed down quick enough because he really got in the back O'Connell awful hard.
Well, Rusty, you know they've been running long enough to get those brakes hot, brakes boiling a little bit. That pedal might be a little bit lower than you think.
Little pushing and shoving back there. Jason Leffler and Steve Wallace, a little fender bumping. They were 2 and 3 and 4 wide trying to get position.
It looks like Michelle Jourdain's car got the front end cave. There's on the right-hand side of your screen right here. A lot of damage on this restart. Looks like he just didn't get going, or somebody didn't get going in front of him.
Yeah, you got to believe he's having a terrible time being able to see it all with that hood buckled up there and smoke billowing out of the car.
A lot of fluid coming out from the bottom of that car, too. We're hoping that's not oil. A 59 car gets off, causes a lot of dust there. Somebody in the front didn't go. Looked like Michelle Jourdain got in the back of another car. Definitely got a broken oil cooler and/or radiator, Rusty.
Right, it looks like one of the biggest problems was there just no...
On Hornaday fans, he has made his final pit stop. There he comes. And Colin Brown is down and away. Oh, going around the 11 car. Big spin there for Jason Keller, who had led today. He was being shown in the top 9. Sam Hornish has also been involved. Damage on the left side of his Dodge. Still no full course yellowing now. Yes, they are going to put the caution out. That was over in turn 3. Adrian Fernandez involved after he had driven from the back of the field all the way up to be a contender. Heavy damage on the back of his Chevy.
Yeah, that's one car.
For the 4th time today, we've been under caution for 11 laps. Here's the contact. Jason Keller in the 11, David Reagan behind him, the 86 car behind him, Antonio Perez.
Jason did a good job spinning that thing around, just keeping it going. No caution come out for this event right here. The big one's about ready to happen on the end. We saw.
And they will put the caution out for the 5th time today because the 86 car of Antonio Perez has come to a halt over in the backstretch.
Well, that's too bad for Anthony Perez. He just had such a great run going on, and no problems all day long.
What happened, they're really all clustered up there on that restart. There's the 86 car right in the middle of the racetrack. You see Kyle Busch go by, Clint Boyer make it by.
And it looks like Kyle Busch really got the bad end of that deal. He lost about 3 positions getting stuck behind the 86 car when that happened.
Oh, whoa. Contact. Ambrose is off the 25 car. Gets hit by Max Pappas right in front of Pappas and damage on the left front. Still through the grass. Keselowski, Coleman cars sliding all over in the grassy area off turns 1 and 2.
Boris said is tore up big time, guys. He's got the worst. So look at Max Pappas' left front fender. Caution flag is waving now.
And you know who's smiling? Ruben Pardo, because he pitted at lap 35. He probably needed 10 to 12 caution laps to make it. It's looking better and better for him.
Again, what happened? 59 is Ambrose, right behind Boris said.
You know, it actually looks like Boris just actually got a little bit loose getting into turn 1, Ray, and checked up a little bit, and Ambrose didn't have much area to go to.
Yeah, it looked like Boris was just a little bit sideways. Marcos was on him, and when Boris corrected to come back, he kind of hooked him and spun him down, and of course Max came.
So with all that dust.
And so road rage continues on the road courses. Boris said is not happy with Marcus Ambrose and lets him know on the way by.
I'm glad he didn't throw that helmet. Those things cost about $2 grand.
Pardo is getting passed now for second spot by David Reagan, and maybe he will lose third to Scott Wimmer. Whoa, contact. Reagan goes around.
Give it back, give it back, give it back.
Now he can't go anywhere. I mean, he pulls up, he'll get T-boned. He's got to back it off in the grass. There he goes.
I tell you, if you notice, NASCAR's not throwing a car, but it looks like we saw it just a little bit different. I mean, unless he got it. Oh, Colin Brown.
The left front flat tire.
Pole sitter, left front down. He will limp that car back around the pit road. Thought he might have had a shot at a top 10 finish or better.
Looks like he might have had a fender rubbing there from some damage Rusty and giving him that flat tire.
17 laps to go. Let's head down to Vince Welch.
That's just bullshit. I mean, that was just total BS. Cheap shot if I've ever seen it. And I wouldn't expect it from him. So you're the one I'm apologizing to. It's going to cost him the car.
Gary Coxdale, the crew chief for Marcus Ambrose. What was your impression from Marcus about what happened with Boris said?
He made a comment on the radio right away, you know, to make sure that they tried to find a spotter and have some language with him. I don't know exactly what happened. You know, you don't know. I don't know. Restart, a lot of cars, not a lot of room. We had a couple what we thought were kind of bad calls on the lineup after restarts. Maybe tempers flared on somebody's part. I don't know whose. I didn't see it. You know, I understand race car drivers, they get upset when stuff happens. I don't blame them for being upset, but I didn't see what happened.
Now you got a little bit of an issue with the car overheating. Is that true?
It'll be all right. It's under green flag, it gets up about 260, but motors are pretty tough. They'll tolerate that pretty well. It's cooling back down now under caution. Not going to have that many green laps. It's not pretty, but I think we'll make it.
Okay, thanks, Gary. Doc?
The inside of Scott Pruitt in the 40 car.
Well, 3 wide.
And the 59 of Ambrose takes the spot away. Pruitt loses the cover of his rear bumper.
It looks like he just got his rear bumper nipped off when Marcus Ambrose got past him. Now that might be something NASCAR will pull him off the racetrack for with that thing flopping like that, but with 6 laps to go, looks like doesn't have that much of an affiliation any longer now. But doing a great job.
Wide flag for Kyle Busch.
White flag. 8-10 to the lead. 8-10.
Ambrose has got 2.5 miles to get there. Carl Edwards trying to make a move. Can he get by for third spot, or does he risk it here on the final lap?
Well, it looks like Scott Pruitt is just barely holding on for dear life right now because Carl Edwards is just all over him again. Can't seem to shake him.
Kyle Busch trying to go for 3 wins in a row in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. What a talent this kid is from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Jerry told us he didn't put any effort into this. He just showed up. He loves racing cars. And this 20 car, it's just been a fantastic car every time. Any driver gets in this car. This Dave Rogers is an incredible crew chief.
The 40 car locked up the brakes, getting in the corner, and the 60 car's all over him right now.
Yeah, Carl Edwards trying to get by. Almost had a shot on the inside of Scott Pruitt, dragging that rear bumper cover. Final time to the S's, and Pruitt now pulls Edwards by about 4 car lengths.
Exit of turn 6. It's the final turn before they get to 7, which brings you right to the start-finish line, guys.
Turn 7, wide open, Kyle Busch. His second trip to Mexico. And the kid from Las Vegas, Nevada will become the 4th different winner for NASCAR's Nationwide Series in Mexico. Ambrose finishes second.
You boys are awesome. Thank you, thank you. You guys are so awesome.
Scott Pruitt will get third. Carl Edwards fourth. Patrick Carpentier fifth. Clint Boyer sixth. Scott Wimmer seventh. Brad Keselowski eighth. Mike Bliss ninth. And Stephen Wallace 10th.
Oh, Kyle, push it, Mexico City, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
Mike?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.